Welcome to Christ Church News this week. Well, it's always fun to look at a year in review. And one way we can do that is by listening and looking at the music that we listen to over an entire year. Instagram has helped me out this year, letting me know that Stick Season by Noah Kahan was my top listened to song last year.
Dream each night of some version of you that
Yeah, for good reason. I also listened to a lot of Macklemore on the golf course.
This is the moment, tonight is the night.
Helped my swing out a little bit. And I guess Flowers by Miley Cyrus was the top listened to song globally last year? Okay. Well, what about us for Christ Church? What were our big hits of the year in 2023? Well, I've been thinking about that with our annual meeting coming up. And I've been thinking about it through the lens of Jesus' great commandment, to love the Lord your God and to love your neighbor as yourself. And so let's begin with our love of God here at Christ Church in the year 2023. Well, one of the great things is that we have our acolytes, our crucifers, and our vergers back into full action, adding to the beauty of our worship. We also added a new setting of the Eucharist, the Mass of St. Thomas by David Thorne this past year. And we sung the Creed for a little while, and then we stopped singing the Creed. We blessed so many things this past year. We blessed football jerseys. We blessed backpacks, pets, and Halloween costumes as well. We had some great guests be with us. Rabbi Brian Michelson and the Reverend Ross Totora both joined us on separate weekends to inspire us with their messages. Our friend David Cullen has been back with us on Wednesday evenings in 2023 to add to our wonderful offerings of worship. We dedicated things as well. Barbara Toons painting the shape of grace and a wonderful statue of the Blessed Mother holding the Christ child in our courtyard. We invited our ECW charities this year for the first time to join us on a Sunday morning to receive their checks and to give thanks with us as well. Our Sunday school children began singing once a month in our worship services, and it has added so much to our love of God. We gave thanks at the end of the year and celebrated 25 years of ministry of Jim Wilson as our organist and choir director. Every Sunday, we came together to learn, to pray, to praise, and to receive the wonderful blessings that God has for us. And ultimately, during our stewardship campaign, we learned that we are rooted in abundance, and thankfully, we are sharing that abundance with joy. And so to that sharing, to our love of our neighbor, something that we are doing a lot of here at Christ Church, we remain a big support to our community through hosting many NA groups here at Christ Church, and we have added even more this year. We also continued hosting ESL classes for citizenship twice a week. And in conjunction with that, we host ESL dinners a couple of times a year, building up wonderful relationships with those organizations in our community. We continue providing food every month at Opportunity House and serving that food as well. This year, we also, for the first time, put together full backpacks for the Mary's Shelter Backpack Drive and provided Christmas presents through our Angel Tree Drive for a local elementary school. Burke's Youth Chorus continues to practice here every Sunday. We host Fall Festival of the Arts programs, and we are doing everything we can to promote the arts here in Reading, and we will do even more in 2024. We met with many local leaders this past year, part of our asset mapping with sacred places, and we are meeting with even more leaders this year as we continue to clarify our vision for how we are going to continue to both love God and our neighbor here in this place. We are who we are, and we are where we are, because this is exactly who God wants us to be and where God wants us to be as well. 2023 was a great year. 2024 is going to be even better. Please join us, and I'll see you next week.